again of me working on stuff, and let's just say it's been a long. This is called Taryn Tobias. So sorry, answering some of my texts from my fiance since they work nights. Oh, there we go. So typically, I machine sew things like this, but due to me being stupid on this one, I am hand sewing the stripes on this one, while this one right here is already finished when it comes to at least the sleeve. I still need to take the time to grab out some elastic and do some measurements, which I'll probably have to still get my commissionee to come in. If you'll notice, I like to stream to where you guys don't pay too close attention to my face, because I rather be able to focus on chit-chatting with people than anything else. So feel free to leave some questions in the chat, or maybe a comment after the stream is over, whichever's preferable. For now, I'm just gonna quietly sew while lo-fi plays in the background. I'll probably start rambling again soon, though. You know me, I like to talk. Ooh, I could show you a thing I got, too. So, it's kind of hard to see a black blob. Hold on. Easy cat. This is Nekoro. No, I don't like that. Nikoro. I really need to tell Ven to help me pick a different name, because we were just trying to say black cat and combine the names in Japanese, and I don't like how that name sounds now, for obvious reasons. But this is actually Dud the cat that I bought from a Facebook thing, and it's not bad. I mean, it's cute. I can pet it, like brush it. Makes me happy. I plan sooner or later to add some eyes, there we go, add some eyes and a nose and then some whiskers, so that way I can give this kitty a face. It's kind of my alternative to having a cat without freaking my birds out, because could you imagine having two birds who have never even met a cat or heard a cat? Suddenly a cat has to watch the birds constantly. That'd be terrifying. My birds would not like that. So, yeah. I'm glad, because I already finished all this. So it's nice and sewed on. Now I just gotta sew these on, and then I'm done with the initial sewing part when it comes to putting these together. I will say that I definitely thought things more through with machine sewing it than hand sewing. So, kind of kicking myself there. I have to say, with all my experiences with just making plushies for myself or just generally sewing, that there comes a lot more necessary forethought on suit making and head making and stuff like that than anything else I've really done. Like, most of my traditional commissions or raffle stuff, I typically just think of a random thing and I quick sketch it out with some guidelines with just a circle and some sticks, and then I go at it. I sketch the actual imagery on top. I keep looking to see if there's anyone on chat or see anyone, and I know it's probably too late for half of the people who do watch me, so that's cool. I have a Starbucks cup with some slush in it, and I found it amusing because my own style of a slushie, because I took popsicles that I got from the Asian food market and kind of just let them melt in there because I like the flavor, but I don't like gnawing on the popsicle itself. Which I guess begs the question, Why did I freeze it for a popsicle, but then start drinking it for its juice after it's frozen? Makes no sense. Have to say the last stream I did was probably a little bit more chaotic because I was literally just doing it to do it late night on Friday. And today is because I literally slept most of the rest of the day away because I just didn't feel well. Which I'm sad is becoming a trend for me. And I hope that with these visits that I've had to make to the hospital and to my nurse practitioner, that maybe something will change and I will feel as good as I did before. Because I'm very tired of having to work hard to take care of myself. Because I used to just go, oh yeah, I just need to feed and water myself and then I'm good. But now it's like I can't even do that. Like I just took one of the stitches out because it's still hurting and it's still being very stubborn on keeping a gauge in. So I might have to give up my gauges too, which makes me really sad. I'll probably just incorporate it on one of my characters or something. Like one ear's fine. It's just the right ear that's being, or the left ear that's being a hassle. I just want to be able to wear my gauges at like zeros where they're supposed to be. You ever get that moment if you are a social media person like I am, where you're like actively commenting on people's tweets because they seem to be really accepting towards you know, interaction, and you just hope that maybe one of them will respond. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love when I see like Ace of Fox Heart, like my reply, or Picari or Rage Hound or any of them, just like my reply. I think it's a whole nother level when you see them actively like responding to you and being interested in you. It just gives you that small hope, like me sometimes, where you're like, maybe I could actually make friends with other furs that are way outside of the spectrum of just meeting them, which there is no problem with me and my fur friends here in Indiana. But sometimes there's always that small desire deep in the subconscious of the brain or whatever where you're like, this is a really well-known person and they seem genuinely sincere and amazing, and it just makes you want to be friends with them more. But the problem with that is you can't force a friendship, and it makes me feel like I'm on a struggle bus because I'm like, you're so cool, and I feel like if we talked more you'd find me at least kind of chill. Please let us talk more. And then nothing kind of goes with it. And I know like some of my friends who are more well-known furs who I try to talk to, and sometimes they're really busy or they're really anxious, and you know what? Perfectly understand that. I mean, I'm sure if I was a well-known fur that if somebody who I either vaguely know or barely know starts like hitting me up on my messenger, all of a sudden I'd be like, what am I supposed to say? What am I supposed to do? Help. Man, I, they should make a home slushy maker. Not like one of those toy ones that you can get for like when you're 12, but like not a blender. How do I say this? I want to get a small device that is similar to a Keurig, and all you have to do is supply ice, but then you can like pick a flavor on your machine from what you load up to make instant slushies, or have a special section for just, yeah, I just need a blender. Look at me trying to concept something that would be already simplest on being a blender. Because I could see myself at late night streams just getting my Starbucks cup and filling it with slushy and just randomly ramble on about miscellaneous topics, getting way off topic and never paying attention to the true topic. Ooh, that hurt the bad tooth. Ooh. So yeah, um, I almost fully finished everything for the very belated Valentine's. I'm tempted, if I can manage, to get some pre-wrapped chocolate to send to some of the people at the raffle as an apology for my tardiness. Because the original goal was to have them done before Valentine's Day, and that they would arrive near or hopefully before Valentine's Day, and it'd be just a really cool, oh, someone thought of me or something like that. But no, I'd gotten so busy with school and trying to get more work and everything that I just totally flubbed it. And I'm hoping with this raffle that not only can I do a lot better, but I hope to maybe do it to where I do it digitally. That is, if I can get my tablet to work with me. As of late, me and my tablet have been playing this game of do I work or don't I work? Which makes me sad because I'd literally gotten this new laptop. I'd gotten Krita from Steam because I liked it before, but it was like always really laggy because it was the free version. That's some good slush. But it's just like, does it work, does it not work with Krita as well when I had the free version. And at that time, I was still using my really old, like, 5-6-year-old laptop from, like, my freshman year of college. And I just kept trying to make it work, and it would be like every 5 seconds I'd have to open Krita again because it closed itself due to an unforeseen error, which I'm glad it never messed with the file because I managed to finish that rep sheet for my friend Art the Otter, and it was good. As in, like, I got it done, it was legible, there weren't too many miscellaneous stray coloring marks. I feel with more practice of doing digital, I'll get better, but that's just the slush for me right now. I like that, the slush for me right now, because slushies are kind of cold and take a while to melt down. And that's kind of how my life feels right now. Is it feels a bit slow and kind of hard to get to go faster right now. Which, in some aspects, I'm kind of glad that my life is going so smooth. In the sense of, I have a house over my head. I have a slush I can drink. I have something to drink in general. I have food that I can feed myself. Uh, People actually kind of want to commission me, maybe once in a great blue moon, but that's okay because people want to. It's much further a point than when I was in high school, where I was like, oh, look at my art, it's so great, and then I try to get people to commission me, and then nobody wants to commission me. Of course, it was high school. I shouldn't have expected as much as I did then, because I'm sure if people went to my DA right now and looked at my shit from high school, they'd be like, you okay, but you ain't no, like, you ain't no Da Vinci, you ain't no... I'm trying to think of other artists without saying Galileo, because I don't think he's an artist. I think he was, like, special, like, astronomer or philosopher or something. I ain't no Degas, I ain't no Monet, I ain't no Monet, I ain't no... I already said Da Vinci. I ain't no Van Gogh. There we go. I'm at that same level where I'm feeling kind of confident about my sewing skills for fursuits in some aspects, to where I'm like, yeah, I'm doing okay, but I ain't no costumes. I ain't no Made for You. I ain't no fursuit parade. I'm not someone who gets commissions on the daily. Because if I did, I'm sure I would have a lot better time finding work. I wonder if there are ways in which I can draw some attention from YouTube on doing like hashtags. Be like hashtag furry stream, hashtag fursuit making stream, to see if people would come check me out. That, and I've been slowly considering maybe just doing more of these kind of style streams on my Instagram compared to my YouTube. But then I remember, if I do these on my Instagram, I'll have at least one person stop in, but then leave just as quickly because I won't notice. Versus this, where I know that the video will stay and it'll be a thing that people can come and check out. And I am doing okay on this. I look forward to when I finish this, because then after this, I'm immediately going to start sewing up hand paw. Because this person commissioned me to do arm sleeves, fursuit head, and hand paws. Not just any hand paws, puffy hand paws. So I gotta figure out how I want to do the plushing on that, because Bunali was easy for me, because like I have my hand at constant reference, so if there's something wrong, I can put it on and go, okay, maybe the seam right here is really tight, or the seam around here is really tight, and I can like fix that. Versus when I don't have a perfect reference of a hand other than like a hand turkey, and the hand turkey was debatable, it just makes you question, like, how do these super professional suit makers like More for Less or Lemon Brat or people like that just manage to use a hand turkey and then they get it perfect? Like, how do they do that? Oh my gosh. I spooked myself with my calendar. You see it moving, right? I have an event right there. Scared myself half to death. Now I'm like spooked. I'm gonna cut stream here because like I'm getting too spooked by that, and I don't like seeing that when I'm like looking to the camera, or not so much the camera as much as the screen. So, for anyone who sees this later, thank you for coming, and remember as always to just try to hop, skip, and glide through life.